Jen, an American socialite, is secretly involved with Richard, a wealthy French businessman. Seeking a private getaway, they fly to Richard's secluded home in the middle of the Moroccan desert for a weekend together before his annual hunting trip with his friends, Stan and Dimitri. Upon arrival, Richard's helicopter pilot, Roberto, hands him a special herbal gift. However, Richard's plans for privacy are ruined when Stan and Dimitri arrive a day early. Annoyed, but keeping up appearances, Richard introduces Jen to them. The group spends the night drinking and dancing, enjoying the atmosphere. Meanwhile, Jen discreetly tucks the herbal gift inside her necklace, saving it for Richard, unaware of the nightmare that's about to unfold. The next morning, while Richard steps out, the atmosphere shifts. Stan, misreading Jen's friendliness from the night before, corners her, insisting she should be with him. But when she firmly refuses, the situation takes a dark turn. He oversteps, ignoring her protests, while Dimitri remains in the background, deliberately looking away. The room, once filled with laughter, is now suffocatingly silent. Minutes later, Richard returns to a tense scene. His gaze sharpens as he scolds Stan, but instead of helping Jen, he does something unthinkable. He makes her an offer, hush money, as if what just happened could be erased with a price. But Jen isn't having it. Fury burns in her eyes as she demands to leave immediately. Richard, cold and unmoved, refuses. That's when she runs. The men realize it instantly. She's escaping. They rush after her, their heavy footsteps pounding against the desert sand. She bolts into the vast desert. She pushes forward, breathless, desperate, until she reaches a steep cliff. Nowhere left to go. Richard, feigning concern, pretends to call his pilot to arrange her departure. For a second, Jen hesitates, hope flickering in her eyes, and then he pushes her. She plummets, landing on a jagged tree branch that pierces through her. Above, the men stare down at her unmoving body. A long pause. Believing she's dead, the men decide to move on as if nothing happened. But Jen isn't gone yet. Hours later, she regains consciousness, barely clinging to life. Using her lighter, she sets the tree on fire, burning through the wood until it snaps, freeing her. With a branch still lodged in her body, she stumbles into the vast desert, desperately avoiding the hunters who now realize she's missing and are searching for her. By nightfall, Jen stumbles upon Dimitri near a river. Seeing her chance, she grabs his shotgun, but it's empty. Dimitri retaliates, forcing her underwater, but Jen fights back, grabbing his hunting knife and striking with precision. He collapses into the water, defeated. Looks like the hunter just got hunted. Jen seizes his supplies, weapon, and survival gear. Hiding in a cave, she prepares for the battle ahead. Using the hidden substance from her necklace to numb the pain, she does the unthinkable, removing the branch from her body and sealing the wound with a scorching hot aluminum can, branding herself with its phoenix emblem. Haunted by visions of the men hunting her, she makes a decision. She won't just survive. She'll turn the hunt against them. At dawn, Richard and Stan discover Dimitri's fate, prompting Richard to send Stan after Jen. Armed and ready, Stan tracks her in his SUV, but as he refuels on a rugged mountain road, Jen strikes. A fierce gunfight ensues. Stan manages to injure Jen, but she outsmarts him, leading him into a brutal trap. Injured and desperate, he tries to use the SUV to take her down, but Jen delivers the final blow, eliminating him and taking his vehicle. Guess that's one way to hitch a ride. Richard returns to the house, calls for the helicopter, and steps into the shower, hoping to clear his mind. But just as he starts to relax, a strange noise echoes through the property. Oh, that's never a good sign. Sensing something is wrong, he searches the house but finds nothing, until Jen suddenly appears and catches him off guard, striking him. Injured but still standing, Richard fights back, and the two become locked in a tense chase, exchanging gunfire as they maneuver through the house. The struggle escalates when Richard overpowers Jen, briefly knocking her down. He tries to restrain her, but she quickly turns the tables, using his own injury against him to break free. Seizing the moment, Jen regains control, delivering a final blow that ends the fight. Exhausted but determined, she steps outside, catching her breath. Just then, the distant sound of helicopter blades fills the air, it making her turn, ready for whatever comes next. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support keeps the channel going and brings you more thrilling stories. So kindly hit that button and stay tuned for more.